BagFuel, baby.
BagFuel, we back. Like, subscribe, super thanks. Go to BagFuel.com. If you want a consultation, DM me, DM Hynaken. Cop the BagFuel baby sweatshirts, cop my cookbook, and also join my school. It's on the school app, SKOOL. Go to ESSO, the university. And it's $47 a month. And we back. Today, we got special guests, Mr. Viral, Mr. Net, everybody mad at. We got Jim Jones in the building.
Not everybody mad at
Jones.
Bro.
So yo, man, there's been a lot of controversy lately with you, man. You've been going viral, man.
AKA the marketing genius.
As we supposed to.
No doubt.
I seen a lot of things take a spike. Now all equals a dollar. That's what we trying to make out here.
You made a comparison with you and Nas, man. Everybody been talking about it. Now, why out of everybody you pick Nas, bro?
I didn't do it.
They asked him. They asked him a question, didn't they?
I didn't do it.
What happened was these dudes out of Atlanta, Direct and Rain, they had spoken about Jimmy and Nas's name. And then that spiraled into Joe and Jada, and then it took a whole life of its own, man.
But I said, although he asked him the question, it's like people don't know that the question was answered and this was brewing up on the net before it was even spoke about.
When I listened to what Jimmy said, all the points he's given based on the fashion, based on how the mixtapes ran, based on the influence. If we take Nas, aside from lyricism, what else does he influence?
He sold a lot of records.
Okay, yeah. So selling records is influential in what?
In a whole lot of
I
shit.
just don't think you can compare
It's two different things.
the golden era when hip hop was just getting brewing. Like when hip hop was just getting brewing, that's when Biggie, Nas, and Jay was like really like.
And they also were spending millions of dollars on marketing money that even if an artist went platinum, he still didn't recoup.
Exactly.
Because they spent so much money on marketing and blowing. I'm an independent artist. Let's not forget that. Everything that I've done has been on my own merit, and there's no comparison to nobody. What I did for the music market in New York was add something new, and that was doing your own shit. Independent records, signed to an independent label in the beginning. I'm still an independent artist right now. I try to do the major thing to end up saying, now you could just go and sign me out because it didn't work in my favor. You know? So let's not forget all these different variables that I bring to the table.
When people didn't know about that?
And this is with no comparison. It's not, like I think that people are looking at this and they forget about the amount of work that I've put in and the amount of things that I've put on the table of the culture. Hands down, can't nobody argue with me about that. I've done some things that people will never, ever be able to duplicate or recreate again inside of this industry. You know
I remember
what I mean?
when Jim came to me, he wanted me to come meet him. I was in Harlem. He said, yo, come meet me. I came and met him. And he's like, yo, I want to play you this artist, man. And then it was Joel's. It was on a cassette. And he was like, yo, what you think? I'm like, this is fire. I think I'm gonna take this cassette with me. That's what I'm gonna think. I'm gonna take the cassette with me. And I played, it was just a snippet. It was a snippet of Joel's, and I played, and from that snippet, the shit just went out of control. Like the need and want for, you know, that sound, that style, and that music just like went crazy. So like Jim had the idea in his mind before it was even a thought to everybody else, you know what I'm saying?
But do you think this way because you was a part of the Dipset and because you was a part of a group and maybe Nas just been solo, people take credit from being inside a group and not being solo from the beginning?
Nah, I don't think it got nothing to do with that. Like, you know, whatever happened and when we did before, that was just us being combative and people just trying, I mean, but now it's just like, I'm where I'm at. I'm at the apex of what I do, you heard? So I'm talking about currently. You heard? Currently, nobody from my era really want to get busy or go and get into the booth with me right now, currently. This is a fact, Jack. You heard? If not, they would have stood up a long time ago and holler at me, you dig? But this is where I'm at with it. My competitive nature brings me here. And then if we go back for the last few years and the albums and the music that I've been dropping has been phenomenal. And if you want to put that up against anybody's albums that they dropped from my era, I think that they getting that, you heard?
But they not hearing you when you say that. It's like they're skipping over.
Because you know,
that
sometimes I just say, fuck it, I'm just gonna go. You did? y'all gonna give me the lane, I'm gonna slam dunk the shit and I'll be at the top of your Explorer page for the next week. You heard? Don't give me that opportunity. But when I do have the platform, I could break everything down. I think everybody can break it down also. What y'all stuck on is sales, cool. You heard? There's a lot of people that sold more records than me that are also not around anymore. Been gone. Diamond, 5-time platinum, 4-time platinum, gold artist. I've seen it since 1997. Gone. I'm still here. From whatever you painted the picture to be, to me to being a hype man, or he wasn't the best rapper, or he just started to get whatever you want to narrative you want to paint, you still got to listen to me talking to you right now in 2025. What I did for Nas probably never been done for him in his life. He's never been that viral at all, ever. Ever. He's never been talked about like this ever in his life.
Now, has Nas reached out to you?
You did. The last time he was in some shit like this where people were comparing, is when him and Jay was
I knew you
beating
gonna
on him.
say that.
You heard? You dig? Like, let's, and I don't want to talk about other people's career, but let's just get to the
Have you spoken
semantics
to
of it.
Nas since the whole thing?
Nas.
Okay.
I don't know Nas to have a conversation with him. You don't have a conversation, we can have that too and shit like that. You dig? Like, I don't really care
One thing I
about
did see you do, I've seen you do this in Say Less, I've seen you do this in the studio. You'll pull out the 100K and say, who won it? It's up. Who want to go?
100%. I ain't got 100 on me now. I got like 40, 50 on me.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's right. You can come get this right now, nigga. Right now. Any one of you
The
niggas,
real
you heard?
verses.
Right now. And it ain't a money thing, but this is here. You heard? If you want to get busy, is the money on the line. Any one of y'all from my era and before my era. You heard? I started in 2003. Let's not forget that. Let's get it straight.
Yeah.
That's when I signed my deal. First time I heard Nas, I was in 10th, 11th grade at the barbecue. Things have changed tremendously since Nas was hot in the 90s. He had a smooth wave, but it didn't carry over the way that we seen other artists carry over that was supposed to be in his position. He was supposed to be a leader of, but he didn't get to finish his mission. But I don't care about that part. You dig? I care about right now. I've been getting busy. I'm outside. I've been leading an example in a great way. You heard I've been not chasing nothing young, but I'm mean and medium so these young niggas can understand what I got going on and understand the message that I'm preaching because I've been there and what they've been through. And the fact that I'm still in the game, I'm still going through what they've been through. So it's a two-way street. That's why I'm learning from them just as much as I'm teaching them.
What kind of lessons do you instill in some of these young cats coming up, man?
What kind of, I live by example, you heard? If you can't look at me and see what I'm bringing to the table, then you blind. I'm showing them how to be a man, showing them about how to be responsible, I'm showing them how to take care of their family, I'm showing them how to grind, I'm showing them how to get up every day and go get $1 no matter what it takes. That's what I'm showing you in real time. Right now on this platform, I'm showing them that. You heard? Like, what do you mean? Like, I've been instilling this shit. Like, I've been leading by example. I've not always been perfect, but I am the perfect example of what you could be if you stay down long enough till you come up.
Now, why you feel like people always trying to throw shots, though?
I mean, that's what they do. That's the media. You heard? And I encourage it because if they don't throw shots, then I don't get to throw shots back and show them who I really am. That shit don't mean nothing to me. I'm a master of sticks and stones. They
You
gotta
and
do
Shannon
better
Sharp
than
was
that.
going at it.
Man, Shannon's a bozo, man. You heard? Country man is a bozo, man. NFL was the best thing that happened for you in your life, bro, because you was a bozo.
I
You
think that
heard?
would be dope, the little workout
He don't
competition.
want to
That might
get
be
in the gym.
fire.
He too old. Crickets. You heard?
Yo, Jimmy.
I break that nigga in 30 minutes.
Before
heard?
you ask your
Okay,
question, I
go
want to
ahead.
give him
Minutes.
credit. Every time we do interviews, right? You know, and your name is brought up and they talk to Esso about the dynamic, he's always saying, Jimmy's the only dude in our age range that the young dudes really revere on a different capacity and you're not trying to be around them. You know how niggas try to be young and force it? It's a natural magnetism. Where does that come from?
I'm just being me, naturally being me,
Dope.
you heard? And I've been put in positions where I wish people would had reached for me when I was younger, or people had showed me a thing or two
Would
when I
you
was
been ready
younger,
to listen?
or people that, who knows, but we didn't get that opportunity. It wasn't nobody there doing that for us, you dig? So in turn, when I got on, I tried to put on as much people as I could and show as much people as, because they was like, the game is to be sold, not told. I'm like, what? Where I'm from, nigga, we all showing each other how to hustle and shit like that. So why would I change my narrative when I got into the game? You dig? Like, I'm giving that sauce up so we all can eat.
You was the first one going viral during COVID with the whole, internet studio connection and just like doing
the
sessions
quarantine studio.
online.
I made a lot of money during COVID. I made more money during COVID than I had made in the previous 2 years, and that was in a few months and shit like that. Like, shouts to my man Pone, we ran it up, doing features every night.
Ain't that 7:30 more work or something like that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that was, being the pandemic had helped me out tremendously because when my back was against the wall, I was able to think outside of the box and still be able to make $1 when it was very hard for artists to do so when there was no shows and nothing like that. And in turn, I was able to create a technology that Amazon, AWS, has adopted. So now I got like cloud technology, certificates, all that type of shit. So when people look at me, like I'm a multifaceted person. I'm a jack of all trades. I'm not the master of one. I'm not the master of none, but I'm better than the master of one. And I really mean that. So when people see me, I'm prepared for everything. This how I wake up. This my mantra in life, nigga. You gotta be prepared for everything, because you never know what might come at you today. You dig? So when I be talking my shit and all that shit, that's just the entertainment for y'all. Like I had a whole bigger narrative that I'm working on and shit like that people don't even see coming, or nor do they want to know about, because people are more entertained by the lies than the truth. The truth hurts way more. I've been showing people the truth for a long time, and I know it hurts. That's why the hate comes so fast at me. You heard?
You market and you promote very well, right?
Yes.
Do you feel like people respect you how well you do that, or they getting, or is the public getting it mixed up and they don't understand what you're saying?
The market
Because you taught me something about marketing promo last year or way back when you first did the freestyle against Pusha T. And you called me, you said, come and film this shit. You know what I'm saying? Come and film it at these niggas, blase, blah.
Strategy was immaculate.
This is what's gonna happen.
And did I tell you everything was gonna happen?
You
In
called
real
it,
time.
right? But you keep doing it, right? But I know what you're doing because I've been privy to conversations. But to the world, I don't think that they could tell.
Yeah, like even with when I did the Fat Joe and Jada John, I told him, I said, you sure you want to do this today, or you want to do it after Summer Jam? If you want to do it today, all right, cool. I know, all right, cool. I'm gonna make sure everybody at Summer Jam by using this platform. You heard? And what happened?
I think people are scared. Remember when I asked you about it, but you deal with it differently than everybody else does.
Because I've learned how to take my negatives and turn them into positives, and that shit turns into some money for me. You know what I mean? Like, what would I be mad at people that dislike me, or be mad at people that spew and hate at me? Years ago, I didn't know how to control it. I had to work on that for many years for me not to stop crashing out and shit like that, and getting too emotional about everything that's going on around me. And that's why I'm in the position I'm in now. And I figured out how to control it. You heard? No matter what people think. You heard?
I know you had your IF situation.
Shout out to IFC. Well, IFC's still going on. I just actually brought. Let's just say I like that nigga. Well, I own a whole city block.
You bought a city block?
Something like that. We don't got strip malls in New York, but I got a whole city block full of storefronts, and then I got like, I'm building out a 6,500 square feet content facility inside, which in turn I'm going to use as the ISC home base, but it also opened the doors to podcasters, streamers, gamers, full production in there, green screen. I'm setting up the newsroom in there, all type of other things for people to have fun. So it's going to be a full laid out work environment, even though it's going to be a fun place to be at. Also going to open it up to the schools during the daytime, teach some kids classes about streaming, marketing, and if people want to learn about music and engineering and shit like that, and open it up for the kids and things like that during the day. So I had a whole blueprint that I'm excited about what I'm about to start doing and shit like that. You know what I mean? So thanks to everybody who helped me put it together and got it done. Shouts to everybody that been down for so long. This is a great, what they call a generational wealth. This is a great generational wealth move for myself and shit like that. And I'm proud. My birthday is this month, so this has been my birthday gift to myself.
So it seems like it's a give back to the kids, and you got something going on for the community. How about all the people that always keep saying that you don't do that, as if they don't see you in the trenches with the kids? Or is it you give back in a different way than they're expecting you to?
It's a bit of both. I don't give back the most conventional way that they want you to give back. I give back from my heart. And if you know anything about me, then you know I'm a constant giver, especially to my community and people that need. Before I go, I want them to know that I gave more than I took, and I was able to take a lot, and I'm still taking. So just imagine that. You know what I mean?
You was giving out them gift cards, right?
That's a whole nother thing. But as for the people that say I do otherwise or just want to just constantly hate on me, kudos to them. You heard? As long as I'm going to keep giving something they hate on, then they're going to have to keep hating and talk about me for a long time, because I'm not going to stop. And like what you said for the kids, I created a program with Reebok. Shouts to Shaq. The program is a AAA program. It's a high school program that I created for kids, and it goes by academics, attendance, and athletics. And these kids can collect a gift card upwards of $250 if they complete all of these all these 3 things. And then they could turn around and use that gift card to go online and buy drip from Reebok, Nautica. There's a few other online shopping places that these kids could go. I'm grateful to have done that. I was just talking loud on one of these platforms one day, and then Reebok reached out to me. It was like, yo, we want to adapt that. So we used a couple of schools in New York as a catalyst to see how we move forward, and hopefully we could adopt a lot more schools to this program, and a lot more brands call us up and add to this programs.
Why do you think that's not highlighted?
I mean,
I know the negativity makes the net run.
Of course it does.
But
sells the
is there any way that you could highlight it more?
I mean, I highlight the things I highlight, man. I do what I can. You know what I mean? And I can't be stuck on one thing for too long. You know, my heart goes in so many ways, but I put everything into my heart. So I light the fire, and hopefully the people make that shit turn into a fucking forest fire. You know what I mean? Then I also have a book that I just dropped, a literature book for kids. It's about music, how to do music, how to write music, how to get into business with music, how to start LLCs. There's a whole business form that's cultivated around the music business and things like that. That's another thing that I just started. I put it on my gram today and things like that. And kids, people of all ages, go get the workbook, and it's dope. It's dope. It shows you how it's like got like a 30-day process, and every day is a different thing you should do if you're trying to open up a business, starting from the LLC to the don, to the don, to the don. And it's crazy because when I looked at it, and the person that wrote it, I was looking at it like, yo, going through it, and he was going through it. I'm like, damn, I've never done this in my life.
What you mean?
Like the process it is to open up business, all that type of shit. Not to say, because I always had people doing it for me and all that shit. But looking at the process was kind of dope. Like, I want to do this for myself. I want to start my own business and go through the 30-day process myself, just on my own merit. Like, I'm going to school to get my own degree. Like, certain things I haven't gotten to do in life, like these little things, because we've been catered to for so long in our life and shit like that. So there's a lot of things that just go by us. But long story short, yeah, I love the kids. I love giving back. I love giving people knowledge that they don't have, and I love learning.
I think something you said about highlighting, I think Jimmy's just one of those special entities where he's put on this place to deal with the fuckery, because all we've ever seen him on TV is show love to his lady. You don't hear him in the streets having no issues, but they complaining about his relationship.
The fact though.
He not in court for no free calls, no nothing.
Let's not do that.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Let's keep that out. We don't do no cheap shots. You heard?
No, I'm just saying in general.
I understand, but
because they doing it to Fat Joe. That's
Yes.
that's the rollout now to all the powerful
100%.
black men.
Well, they've been trying to tear powerful black men down for a
That's
long
the
time.
problem.
Way before they did it with Michael Jackson and things like that. Like it's just you know, we get in a place of power or money. I don't know if that's what it is, or get in a place of us not wanting to do what they expect us to do, and it starts to get into a terrible downfall. But I don't want to get into that and things like that. But I do love my lady very much.
And it's always
being
been
in
visible.
a relationship is not the easiest thing. I tell you that is one of the most craziest things you could do. But if you have a real bond, it's one of the most fulfilling things that you're gonna have in your life, to have somebody that's gonna hold you down through all circumstances, no matter what. I mean, through the ups and through the downs. And through the downs. And when you down, that's the person that's gonna come pick you up. And I've seen it in real time. You know?
I commend you for dealing with it
For real, man.
in the radio room the way you dealt with it, because it was like a shock factor. Like,
Okay, let me tell you this.
if I
What we
was
did-
there,
what did we
I
just-
would have been
What
shocked.
did we just talk about? Didn't I just tell you? Didn't you just give them a story about I told you come to the block? Ciara walks by. She threw an alley-oop. She starts saying, what's up with my girl Chrissy? She good. She said, don't make me come over there. Come over. You heard? Don't make me come over there. Come over. I'm going viral.
But Jim,
It didn't matter
but you
what
going
she said.
viral.
Come
But do you?
I'm going viral. I'm confident in my relationship.
What are you thinking? Yeah, that's cool. But what do you think? It's like, you don't ever think like, why the fuck? Like, of all things, to say, you could have came over here and said anything.
Brother, if I was not in this music industry as an entertainer, I would be livid. I put my life out there for everybody to see and to critique. So while I'm in the public, who am I to really get upset about what people have to say about me and our relationship? Because we put it out there.
That's real perspective, right?
That's like me coming outside and saying, I want to take a picture with people, and I hate when artists do that, nigga. That picture is pure currency of who you are.
Right.
It's part of your job description. They're not asking you for too much, because they see somebody they love and adore. It's very seldom I do not take a picture. I'm talking about very fucking seldom. You heard? Very seldom. But it's just things like that, you know what I mean? So.
But where does that mental strength come from? That what you're saying that you do is cool, but it's not a normal thing, no, bro. That's all I'm saying.
But I grew
If it
up
was
with-
normal, then everybody could do
I grew up in
it.
the projects. I grew up with the rats and the roaches and the mices, and I grew up with nothing. And God bless my grandmother. She's the only person to make sure we were good, bro. I know what it is to have nothing. This shit is a fucking cakewalk. You talk about me, it's a cakewalk, bro. You heard? It's a fucking cakewalk. Y'all doing all this shit to me, it's a cakewalk. I had people shoot at me, I had people chase me, I've been through everything you could fucking possibly imagine to care about somebody talking to me in the media, and if I do it right, I'm gonna end up getting paid off of it.
They talk about marriage, man. He's from Jersey, man. Like, once you live with someone for a year, it's common law marriage already. You are married already. Technically, you are married by all the rules already. So it is what it is. So that walking down the aisle is just like, for show.
Why do you still love rap?
I believe every lady deserves that moment. You dig? We're not gonna count that out. You dig? And I hear what you're saying also, coming from a man's point of view. So I don't want to be like, you know what I mean? But yeah, every lady deserves it. You heard? Every good woman deserves it and shit like that, especially. So you dig? What's up, Chris? But yeah, go ahead.
Why do you still love rap?
Why do I still love
Why do you
rap?
still love? Because you love it. I feel like seeing you rap, you love it just as much as a young nigga who just started rapping, bro.
Yeah, because rap is my life. It's not something we do. Hip hop is a race. We are our own race. We have our own dialect. We have our own languages. We are our own thing. So where am I going?
I think he really means what motivates you to still want to.
The money. The
That's
fucking
it.
money.
But he does so
moolah.
many things. Fashion. If he puts his mind to it, he can do whatever he wants to do.
100%.
So if it's fashion, that's why I say
I get to
because
tell
you love fashion.
I get to tell my story.
Okay,
dude.
that's what I'm trying to get to.
And my story is forever going. Every day I wake up and live life is another story I get to tell. I'm a storyteller, you heard? I want to tell people what's going on out in the world. I touch on so many, get to touch on so many subjects. I get to touch so many people by through my speech. Not to mention, this is what starts everything for us as artists, is the music.
Okay.
The business is second. You ain't getting no business if the music ain't lit. You heard? If you're not outside and they don't want to do, people don't want to sing you, be like, you don't causing the records, you ain't viral, you're not getting no business. You heard? And while I want to stay in this game and make money off this game, I got to be at the top of the game. I can't do none less. Else, where I'm at is not going to be respected. They're not going to jack it. You heard? I got to keep pushing forward. I got to break down all walls in front of me. When they said I was getting doper last year, this year I could be like, damn, this nigga not stopping. And I'm not going to stop. I'm going to break another wall down. You heard?
I wanted to get your take on Complex put out the top 50 New York City rapper list. What do you think about that?
They did?
Yeah, he did.
Who was on it?
They left some.
They left a lot of niggas out, bro.
Who was top 10?
Top 10. I know Jay was on there. I think Nicki was on
How
there.
was they gauging?
Yo, at
And
first,
Nas
at
on
the
there.
first list, Jada Kiss wasn't even on there.
See, that's what these niggas be
Crazy.
smoking.
On the first
coke.
list, they had to revamp a list.
Jada wasn't even on
Jada
it.
That's 'cause
wasn't
the
even
gang-
on
that's 'cause
there.
They be smoking
I don't know
coke,
who be making these
the
lists,
rock
but
form,
listen,
bro.
y'all need to quit
I
while
don't
y'all
know who
ahead.
make these
Jada
lists up. They
wasn't
While
on
you
not,
there.
ahead,
they not
quit.
valid, bro.
Don't make no more lists. It's cool.
Bro.
We understand what y'all trying to do. You're trying to
You
go viral,
really had
but
to have a
looking
rap.
crazy.
You really had to be a rapper, score some real platinum and gold shit for you to be critiquing like this. Like that's like me going to the tattoo parlor and get a tattoo from a nigga that don't got no tattoos. How?
That's a fact.
How would I feel comfortable getting a tattoo from you, Jack? And that's the same thing about these niggas putting their 2 cents on what's going on, because these was the niggas that wanted to be basketball players, but they was scrubs. They couldn't even get on the high school basketball team. So
Yeah.
now they want to talk about all the basketball players. It's the same thing. These are the niggas that wanted to be rappers, was in their mirror, and in their mirror was reflecting some weak shit. They like, I can't even do it. I'm just going to talk about these niggas. These type of niggas.
I just
you
don't
heard?
like how some of these legendary platforms, they get these people who don't know nothing about the culture, nothing about music, and just
But you know what it is? I'm gonna tell you.
I just told you
personal
what it
thoughts.
is, bro. It's like the police that be roughing niggas up because they was getting punked when they was little.
But Jimmy said something earlier in the interview. He's a marketing genius. And a lot of these establishments don't get the same traction anymore. Jimmy could sit there with a rapper and just have a 2-minute talking piece, and that's more impactful than these lists. So these lists got to be really, really controversial to get
Because
this.
it's how you doing
Yeah.
it. And who are you? And what were you doing to be doing this? Was you really living that life or you was watching that life? This got to be a reflection of a few things. Like, you definitely had to live that life to understand what these people were talking about in these records.
But
that means you ain't getting the proper feeling when you do. Like you did. Like,
But they keep putting out these lists, and every list they put out be trash. Every list they put out be trash. I'm starting to feel like they're just doing it on purpose, so we can come and talk
Of
about
course.
it.
They also
so they can
tarnishing
keep
their
going.
name, though.
They doing the
It's
Jim
all
Jones.
opinion,
They
though.
doing the Jim
Of
Jones
course.
on us.
Of course.
It's setting us
There's nothing
up.
wrong with it.
Y'all think it's gonna
It's time
bother
to get
me?
niggas pissed off.
Yeah,
Drop my
it
Drop
baby
my-
is.
list. Boom, I got him.
That's a fact.
Ring, run it up, run the ads
They
up.
doing
10
the Jimmy.
million views
They
on
did.
the
That's all they
you heard?
doing. They didn't master. They didn't watch
You
them do
better
it.
have a strategy out here in these viral times, bro. Like this shit ain't regular, bro.
What's your key and sauce to bringing on the new rappers and everybody that you bring on? And it's not just rapping. Let me not just say rappers. It's just people. From a Dice Peso to a King Streets to a Ray Ray. What's your key? What do you look for when you see these type of people that
just
you want to rock?
I mean, people are worth more to me than currency. I could see things in people that people can't. And I don't know if there were people out there that saw that in me, but nobody expressed that to me and helped me get to where I needed to go. My mama the only one that told me, nigga, you a fucking king, nigga, you a star, you can do anything you want to do. You heard? Like, so when I look at the youngsters and shit like that and I see something in them, I'm like, damn, I gotta at least talk to them. Maybe my conversation and help them out and who knows which way, you heard? But if there's a way for me to help them out, then shit, I'm gonna try that too. You dig? Because sometimes, you know, a lot of these kids get caught up on the bag and the money and shit like that, but knowledge could be just as important as money inside of this game. Knowledge and affiliation. And that's one of the first things I try to give these artists that I like and that I fuck with. You know what I mean? And whether I'm assign them or not, that affiliation has helped so many artists that just I fuck with go further, get sales, get streams, get deals. And I don't want nothing in return. The gratification is seeing niggas bubble and them niggas saying thank you. That thank you is worth $1 million to me. If I want business from everybody, I'm going to establish that. You heard? I'm not a fucking glutton for this shit. I know how to make my own money and I know what business I do want to do. And I don't I don't like to say I sign artists anymore. I sign partners. These niggas is my partners. I'm not no artist owner. I'm not none of that. You heard? I'm the same person as you are. I've just been here a little bit longer and I may have some shit that can help you out. And that's been my attitude. You know what I mean? Shit.
So what's next for Jim Jones, man?
The world takeover, man. I mean, I've been doing the album's out, the movie about to drop. I thought we got the single right now that we about to drop. I got a lot, bro.
You got the glasses for
I got the glasses. We got the merch.
The clothing.
We got hats. We got the
The
clothing.
book. The book.
We got the book. Bro, I'm out here working like I won't say Mexican because people gonna get mad at me and shit
Yeah,
like that.
you gonna go viral then.
Yeah.
But,
Word up.
but OT Mexican thing, he can say nigga because he hung around niggas. So what's the Mexican? He can say
You know, they
whatever he
work
want.
hard. I respect my Mexicans. They more realer than most people I know. You know what I mean? Like you gotta have thick skin to do what they do, but they make $1. I used to tell people that a long time ago. If I know how to make $1 million off of taking 5-cent cans back, I have a Rolls Royce with a bunch of cans in my trunk. I ain't one of them niggas. I pull up to the club like, y'all take cans or dollars? What's up? You understand what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't have that mentality that I have, and that's why I'm still here.
What happened with the PDF?
Like, I don't know how to make a PDF.
Kanye.
I just had to make a PDF today to sign my lease. You heard?
That was marketing too. It's marketing 101. And for me, I do some real shit.
You want the PDF, Buster. You want the sauce, don't you? Knock it the fuck off. Get my chain back too, I'm telling you.
He has your chain?
Yo, what's up? Why
Jim
is you
Jones
and
is
Jewel's bond so tight?
It's amazing.
That is my real little brother. That's my real little brother. You got any brothers, then you know what I mean. You heard? Like, we've been through the ups and downs of what this game had to offer us and shit like this. It's colder than the streets. You know what I mean?
Are we ever gonna be able to get the Dipset?
I mean, I
Reunion
cannot
tour
tell you.
shit?
I cannot tell you that. I can tell you this: that I'm focused on me right now. I can't tell you what the future may bring, and I'm not here to foretell the future, and I'm not taking nothing off the table or putting on the table. But if something so happens that the business is right, where we all equally come off and comfortable from it, then we gonna run it down the line, no matter how anybody feels about it, and that's how I feel about it. You dig? It ain't nothing to make some money together and go separate ways.
Business is
They gotta
never
feel how
personal.
they feel about it. You heard? And the business is never personal with me and shit like that. But
What
the
you think
business
the-
got to be right.
But y'all niggas is like brothers though,
We
Jimmy.
was.
Wow.
Me and Jewels are still are.
I know, but I'm saying, it's
I mean,
it hard
you're-
to be
yeah,
have
of
that
course,
bond and
because
just
you
take
look- you
money
look-
and
you
go
look-
the opposite way.
It's easy. in a fly ass car too. Skirt.
That word was is tough, Jimmy. I mean, life is life, but you know, people have such a nostalgia and a connectivity with the four of y'all, you know what I mean?
I was kids together.
As you get older, you don't make friends, you end up losing a friend. And then you find out who really was your friend. You heard? And that's all I got to say. I may be the person that was lost to somebody else. Somebody else may feel the same way that I'm feeling, bro. Like, let's not make this a one-sided shit.
Yeah.
You heard? And we're not gonna dwell on it and shit like that because there's nothing to dwell on. You heard? What we need to dwell on is what we got going on. And Thursday we got the album release, or the single release party at the Penthouse. Y'all pull up. I appreciate y'all. You dig? I appreciate the good conversation because I know I got everybody pissed off in the world. I don't care.
What's your plans for the Knicks? Because you're a basketball fan.
The Knicks, shouts to the Knicks. They did extremely well this year.
They're gonna sign Jimmy. You just hit a 4 point at the big three.
Because you into basketball, like that's your thing.
I used to love basketball.
He used to come hoop with us, man.
I used to come hoop. Me and Clue had a couple of back and forths. But I don't love it as much. I don't watch it as much anymore. But the way the Knicks performed and been performing for the past couple years, I definitely tip my hat to them. I'm looking forward to next year. I feel like we can get one step closer to that chip. We was almost there this year. You heard? Like, y'all gave us everything, and nobody from New York could be pissed off, man. You dig? Like, we meet y'all there next year, and we going all the way up.
Bang, bang.
What do you love, Jimmy, besides music and rapping? What do you like to do? What do you like to do?
He said money.
Make money.
Sure, always that.
Nah, I mean, I'm a simple dude. I'm like a big kid. Like, I got a go-kart they brought me for my birthday last year. I just started driving it this year around my driveway. Like, I'm fun like that.
I love
go-karts. Down in my pool and shit like that. Get fresh. Like, I'm a simple.
Them new joints is ill. The F1 go-karts that go like 120.
I ain't got that. They definitely not gonna buy me that one at the house. I will be in the pool in no time with the F1. You heard?
Now, whatever happened to the workout series you was gonna do?
The workout series, I'm still gonna do it. Like I just told you, I just got the whole block. So one of the spaces on the block, I'm building a whole brand new gym, which I'm excited about. Been trying to do a gym for a minute. You know how things go, but time doesn't lie. But so now I'm hyped. Gym will be up. We'll be doing the whole fitness thing, fitness streams, fitness shows, all of that out of there. So
we gonna get the Jim Jones Network so you can put all the stuff you doing
in
one place so that everyone can know. Everyone can know where it's at.
You ain't gonna bring the weatherman back? You ain't gonna bring the weatherman back?
I'm putting a whole newsroom in there.
It's been hot, nigga.
We're not just doing the weather, we're doing the whole news. So we're doing sports, weather, current events, the Drip Report, news show.
The Drip Report is definitely missed right now.
The Drip Report,
you need
news
that
show.
right now.
Someone stole a foot tap. We seen that, Paul.
Yo.
I saw Styles P and Jada foot tapping. I saw foot tapping too in Harlem.
That was old though. That was like before. That was
was?
before the verses they did that or something like that. But shout out to Styles, man. That's my brother, man. I fuck with Styles, man. One of the artists I grew up watching. Also, all these artists are artists that I grew up watching. I mean, remember, I haven't signed my deal till later on. Like when Cam signed his deal, but they was with Biggie and them and shit like that. You know what I mean? But like I said, when you get in this game, you do have a few brothers, but no matter who they are, your rivals become idols. And when you on the ball court, I got to get busy. I got to score. I got to dunk. I got to catch alley-oops. You heard? Euro stepping on these niggas. You heard? While I'm on the court. You heard? After that, I'm humble as can be.
Yo, man, God, thank you for pushing up on us, man.
Thank you, Jim.
Word, man.
Facts.
BagFuel, man. Yo, let them know where to get all your stuff at, man, because you got a lot of stuff going on, man.
You can go to social media, Jim Jones Capo, and pretty much that's where everybody at. Tell them your social media handle. Tell them the record. Tell them get it on.
Vader, big homie Cap. Congratulations for everything. We got the new singles, Life with You, Big EMG, featuring Jim Jones, Shice Vader, and Bojo Lee. It's going crazy. This Thursday we at the Penthouse. You know what I'm saying?
Where you from, G?
North Carolina.
Oh, all right.
Raleigh.
Shout out to North Carolina in the building,
I ain't gonna lie,
Dre.
North Carolina held me down,
One of
man.
them
You know what I'm
towns.
saying? Mr. Freeze Records, man, had the mixtapes going crazy out there. All this and
You got a bag out there out back in the day,
Was I? For sure.
There's a lot of things in the new wave of the music is going that I love, but there's a lot of things that I miss. You know what I mean?
Like the Cherry Lounge.
There you go.
Yo.
There you go.
Did you
There
ever
you
think
go.
about selling vinyl, Jimmy?
Jim Jones at the Cherry Lounge is a different type of person, man.
Excuse me, well, Jimmy, did you ever think about selling vinyl before we leave? Because
Vinyl?
because
Yeah.
all the other rappers like the Bennies and all them, they say that they're
Rome
making a lot of
Streets,
money off the
38
vinyl and the
Special.
merch attached to the vinyl.
I haven't did the. I don't know if we did vinyls this year, but I know we did a bunch of CDs. I know I did 1,000 CDs that I had signed and all that type of
Okay.
shit. So I'm guessing like that's the same difference as
The
being
vinyl is more
nostalgic.
money.
It's more money. So then
Yeah.
we're gonna
So
do that.
you
we're gonna
get
do that
because
on
the
next one.
vinyl is you can set up a whole pop-up shop just for the vinyl and do your merch attached to the vinyl, and they say they making
It's
100,000, 120, 200,000 just off of the vinyl and
That's
merch,
crazy.
bro.
They're doing
Wow.
it calm. Yeah.
Yes, and they got people flying in. I seen Static Selector. I can't put the money out there, but I seen a dude fly in from North Carolina and buy 5 albums from him and from Rome Streets and all
this
that.
this is what I
Super duper
love.
cash.
How creative these kids are and making this money in this industry and bundling this shit up and these pop-ups and all that type of shit. Like we didn't.
Do none of that before, right?
Bro, I'm doing everything. All they gotta do is let me see it. Well, then that's what I'm doing. I'm getting some of that money too. You heard?
Yeah, vinyl's a big wave. What's a money commandment that you live by? Something that you do to keep money in your pocket.
Get up every day and work for it.
Hustle.
BagFuel, like, subscribe, super thanks. Follow Jim Jones, follow the movement. Come back to BagFuel again. Go to the .com, get his BagFuel baby sweatshirts, get my cookbook. I keep telling Clue to find a way to put them old mixtapes up there.
We got that on the way.
We missing
being
Or some
cooked
new
up.
mixtape. New
God.
It's being
mixtape.
cooked
We
up.
missing Monday. All right?
That's bro. All you gotta do is turn your mixtapes into playlists.
That's it.
That's it. And sell your mixtapes as playlists now. Or download your mixtapes as playlists. Get the streams. You're gonna
you
go
go.
up, nigga. All this
We
shit
working
Cam
on-
and them
we
used to
working
do, Cardan and them, like all the like cool shit,
Yeah, there you go, there you
Yo,
go.
shit,
Yeah.
cool shit. See, these kids don't even know about that new shit. You heard that shit? Close shit, no shit.
The fire truck.
What is going on? You heard? Like,
Crazy.
yeah, nah.
Bag. We gonna get it done, but BagFuel, thanks for tuning in. We out.